What's going on, Giants fans? You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and it is official. Brian Daboll is the next New York Giants head coach, and rumors about who's going to be the OC and the DC are starting to pop up, and we're going to get into all of that in today's episode. But first, I want to touch on what Brian Daboll had to say, which is going to be his first order as the Giants head coach. He said this: "My immediate goal is to assemble a coaching staff, a strong staff, that emphasizes teaching and collaboration and making sure our players are put in the position to be their best and ultimately win games." The first thing Brian Daboll's got to do is hire a staff. The first thing you got to do as a head coach is win games, but the best way to do that is hire a strong staff. And rumors are coming out about who's going to be the Giants' offensive coordinator. We got two tweets from Jordan Schultz. He works for ESPN. He tweeted these out over the weekend. This is what he had to say. "As expected, the Bills are making a concerted effort to retain Ken Dorsey, their quarterback and pass game coordinator. Here's the issue for Buffalo. I'm told his negotiations with the Giants revolve around a big payday and the strong push of Daboll, who believes Dorsey's the guy to elevate Daniel Jones." He also said this: "The Giants and Bills both want Ken Dorsey for OC. The Giants have made it abundantly clear to Dorsey, and he wants to be in New York if the money is right. New York will conduct at least one interview with a minority candidate, and I'm told the organization plans to act swiftly." I could see the Giants hiring their next offensive coordinator very, very soon, maybe within the next couple of days. I think it's going to be between Ken Dorsey, and we'll possibly mention some other names and videos coming out this week if the hire doesn't happen ASAP. But who is Ken Dorsey? Currently, he's the pass game coordinator and quarterback coach for the Buffalo Bills. This was his first year in that role. In 2019 and 2020, he was the quarterback coach. In 2013 and 2017, he was the quarterback coach for the Carolina Panthers. He worked with Cam Newton, and he got Cam Newton to win an offensive MVP. He got the best out of Josh Allen. Him and Josh Allen have a really, really strong connection. And Josh Allen, I've told, wants Ken Dorsey back badly. But for me, this is what I got to say about Ken Dorsey. He would be a home run hire for the Giants, and I would love for the Giants to bring him in. When I did back a couple months ago when the Giants fired Jason Garrett, we put out a Jason Garrett replacement video on the channel, and Ken Dorsey was a guy that I had on my list. So here are some more notes on Ken Dorsey for you all guys to know. The Bills and Giants, they both want Dorsey to be their OC, and for good reasons. What he's done and the relationship he's built with Josh Allen, they're really good friends, but they also work really well together. And the thing is, Brian Daboll, when he accepted this job to be the New York Giants head coach, there were reports that he came out and said he wanted him and Ken Dorsey to be a package deal. There were rumors that he wouldn't come to New York unless Ken Dorsey was coming with him. Obviously, with Daboll out as the Bills' offensive coordinator, the Bills want to elevate Ken Dorsey to that position. But maybe Dorsey wants to be a New York football Giant, and maybe he can be that guy. He has a strong relationship with Josh Allen, like we touched on, and hopefully he can get the best and build that relationship with Daniel Jones. But let me know, Giants fans. I want to hear from all of you in the comments section. Light it up. Get your votes in. Do you want the Giants to hire Ken Dorsey? If you do, type Y for yes. Or if you're like, man, I don't know, he's never been a play caller in the National Football League, that's fine. I understand the concerns. If that's how you feel, type N for no. When the Giants hire their next offensive coordinator, we will be breaking it down on this channel, youtube.com/NYGiantsTV. We just crossed over 5,400 subs, and I want to get to 6,000 by the time the OC and the DC positions are filled, and I need your guys' help. If you're looking for a one-stop shop for Giants news and rumors all off season long, this is your place. So go down right now and hit that big red button. Don Wink Martindale. He is currently rumored to be the favorite to be the next Giants defensive coordinator, and I'd be pumped up about it. He's an aggressive play caller. He loves to blitz, and he was fired as the Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator a couple weeks ago after 4 strong years with the Baltimore Ravens. I like the personality that he brings. He's a player's coach. He had a strong relationship with a lot of players. When he was fired, players like Marcus Peters tweeted out how they loved Wink Martindale, and he was that dude. I think he would be a really good guy for this job, and he would be able to connect with a lot of players in the locker room. Pat Leonard, even though he was wrong about the Brian Daboll news, this is what he had to say. One source told me the other day that Daboll intended to hire recently fired Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator Don Wink Martindale. What a great nickname, as is Giants DC, if he got this job. Pat Graham is under contract, but he is being pursued for DC and head coach jobs elsewhere. That being Patrick Graham, just interviewed for the Minnesota Vikings head coach job. I'm not sure if he's going to get that job, and I'm not sure he's going to be the Giants defensive coordinator next season. The defense in Baltimore, under Wink, very, very good. They were the second best scoring defense in 2018, the third best in 2019, the second best in 2020. That 3-year stretch of allowing teams to score under 19 points per game, that is a damn good job. In 2021, there were a lot of injuries on the Baltimore Ravens defense, and that production slipped a little bit, but you can't put too much blame on Don Wink Martindale because he didn't have the most bullets in the chambers to work with, a lot of injuries, but he is a guy that's a player's coach and is known to get the most out of his guys. He is a blitz-happy coordinator, and that's something I would really, really like to see on this Giants defense heading into the 2022 NFL season. But pick a DC for me. I know a lot of you guys are Patrick Graham fans. I like Patrick Graham, but I'll share some thoughts on him in a quick second. But get your votes in. If you want Wink Martindale to be the DC, type WM, or if you want Patrick Graham to stay and be that guy, type PG in the comments right now. I want to give a shout out to our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. If you want to bet on the games today or the Super Bowl in a couple weeks, maybe you like the Pro Bowl and you want to bet on the Pro Bowl, or you want to bet on the over-under win total for the New York Giants in the 2022 NFL season, do it with our proud sportsbook partners, BetUS. All year long, they've been offering a 125% deposit bonus for brand new BetUS sign-up guys. So go to chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code CHAT125. When you do those 2 steps and you deposit $100 into your account, they'll match that with a 125% deposit bonus. So you'll have 225 big ones in your account to bet with. The NBA season's going to roll on. The NFL season's coming to an end. But the Super Bowl is always better when you lay some lettuce down. Do it with BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. Patrick Graham has done a good job as the New York Giants defensive coordinator. Back in 2020, they were one of the best defenses in the National Football League. They gave up just 22 points per game, ranked 9th best. But this past year, they fell off a little bit, and I'm getting kind of sick and tired of the bend but don't break defense that Patrick Graham always runs. And what do I mean by that? They let the teams constantly drive into the red zone, and then they bulk up on their defense, and they stand strong, and they get stops in the red zone. That's one thing I like about Patrick Graham. He knows how to create stops in the red zone. But those long drives take away possessions from the offense. I'm tired of the bend but don't break defense, and that's why that's why I want Wink Martindale, because of the aggressive nature and style of defense he runs. But I also think it would be weird if Daboll kept Patrick Graham on this staff. One, because he's already been there and he has a lot of strong relationships with the players, and you don't want to create that divide in the locker room where these guys like Patrick Graham more than they do Brian Daboll. But I could see if Brian Daboll decides to choose and keep Patrick Graham, it would be, hey, Pat, you just worry about the defense. You do all of that. I will strictly be a head coach and the offensive guy, which I'm okay with. But at the end of the day, Wink Martindale is my guy. But, hey, I'm not always right, and I want to hear from you guys. If you want the Giants to keep Patrick Graham as the defensive coordinator, like this video. He's done a lot of good things for the Giants in the last 2 seasons, but at the end of the day, I just think it is time for a change. I think it would be a weird dynamic if they kept Patrick Graham, a really liked coach by a lot of these players, into a new staff and a new environment under Brian Daboll. But like this video if you want the Giants to keep Patrick Graham. And throughout this offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator search, I will be breaking it down all on Twitter. So give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_ and send me a DM. Let me know you came from this video, and I'll give you a follow back.